phone telling my son you want a lavender. I ain't doing no lavender marriage. That dick going in me. or however it's going. How we exchange or something. Yeah, somebody said they want to do a lavender marriage, and I don't do that. My money's on lock. I ain't got it. I only make $18,500.
Oh, you went up $7,500.
Yes, because we just had to renew insurance, girl.
Right.
And in order to qualify for the ERC bid or EC, whatever the fuck that shit about the children, you know I gotta take care of my kids, bitch. The child tax credit. Bitch, you gotta make $18,500. You didn't know that?
I'm wondering if you're I didn't know it. I'm wondering if you actually think you're eligible for that.
To take care of my children, bitch.
You actually think you're eligible for that tax credit?
Bitch, I've been eligible for the past how many years?
You know what?
I've been eligible for this.
No, you said I've been eligible.
I've been eligible for the past few years, and I don't been getting it, bitch. Are you crazy?
Well, if you're now at 18,500, how much do I make now? Earned income credit.
17,000.
Oh, I'm at 17,000.
Baby, you got $1 million house. Shit.
Oh my God. I got to go.
You say so, man. The future husband can't swallow pickle. Well, none of my husbands swallow pickle. None of my husbands swallow pickle. Now, them niggas that
you talk about how these niggas would do things in the streets that they won't do at home.
Hey, listen.
They may not have swallowed your pickle.
And that's why when I went through their phone and found out that if they had a pickle in their throat,
He was no longer your man.
It was no longer my man.
So he can't get fucked and he can't suck dick.
No, he can suck dick.
Oh.
First of all, I don't want to date a man that's coming there specifically for my peen.
Mm-hmm.
You coming there specifically for my cock, you a chaser.
Yeah. No, I get that.
You come specifically for my peen, you a chaser.
Yeah.
You coming there specifically to have something done to you. You specifically, I just want to get fucked and suck your dick. You're a chaser. You are a chaser. And I'm okay with that. Hello? Friend? I'm okay with you being a chaser. Just not my husband. Because I'm going to get my dick swallowed and I'm going to motherfucking knock a hole. I'm going to punch a hole in you. But we're not going to get married. No, we don't love chasers. Oh, okay. Listen.
Where you are.
Well, you said we. That means me and you. No, you said you. Oh, I just wanted to let you know.
I would enjoy what?
No. You say you learned something new? Yes, Mikey. That is something new. So when women be having a conversation of, well, you still got your dick in. If a man is coming in the home seeking that from me, I'm not interested. And I'm not interested because you are a gentleman that's chasing peen. And some men chase peen.
Bitch, no.
Some men are cockhounds, just like you ladies are. They like big dicks. I happen to be a girl that is well endowed. I'm a well endowed girl. And because I'm a well endowed girl, a lot of men have chased me for years. And then I have met men that'll be like, hey, Miss Thing. Don't do that. Miss Thing, no mamas, I don't want none of that. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, you got it. But I don't want none of that. I don't have no interest in that. And this is difficult to try to explain. It's difficult to try to explain this to people that don't know the difference between attraction,
yeah,
sexual orientation, gender identity, sex. They don't know how. It's very layered.
Yeah. But I also think that's part of the challenge with being queer too. You know what I'm saying? Because there's all of those things going on in our minds when we're dating and trying to partner. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't know how to language it, I think all of those things are still kind of going on in your mind. Just like it's challenging if, as a gay man, I'm out and comfortable in my skin, and then I meet somebody and we might be really attracted to each other. It could be a great partnership, but you're not out. And I don't mean out when you're walking down the street holding up the flag, but I mean comfortable in your skin where you're not allowing your sexuality to overtake your mental.
Well, here's another thing I want to say, Craig, and you know this, and I'm not putting nobody's business out there, but my son Scott, he fucks trans men, and he identifies as a gay man.
Yeah.
Scott identifies as a gay man, and I asked him. I said, "Well, do you like trans women?" He said, "No, I don't like trans women because I see trans women as women, and I don't like women sexually, but I like trans men because those are men." And he said the one that have that don't have SRSs, that
you're not attracted to them.
No, he gonna fuck the ones that still have
vagina.
Yeah. And he
But
said
he don't want to fuck the ones that have a penis.
No, I don't know. No, well, yeah, but he just sees them as men.
Yeah. Well, kind of like with Mo, when he saw that trans man, you showed him that picture or video or whatever it was. You remember? What happened?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Bitch, I had to think what you were saying. I was bro, don't do it.
Right, no. Remember you had showed him the video of the trans man using the dildo?
Yeah, I showed him the video of the trans man wearing his whole outfit.
And you said to Mo,
bitch, I said, here, Mo, get you some of this. Mo was like, that's a nigga.
Right. Even though the trans man had a vagina.
Most say I'm not gay.
Yeah.
And I said, see, that's why I respect you. I respect you because you see that man as a motherfucking, you see that man as what he is, a man.
Yeah.
You haven't just minimized him to his genitalia.
Right.
And I think that's the issue that people can't get past us trans women or trans men, that they just, because they reduce themselves to their genitalia. Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
Oh. Did I say something? Did I do that? Oh. This why y'all can't get past the stuff with trans people, because you reduce yourself to your genitalia. My pussy.
Mm-hmm.
This what makes me a woman. Okay, great. No, that makes you a female. There are other things that come into making up a woman.
Yeah.
So, and this again is having a conversation of people not understanding the difference between sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, attraction. This is why nobody they can't understand it when shit be going on.
Somebody's asking if it's too late to go to the Halloween thing in Atlanta. No. There it is.
No. Get your tickets. It's link in the bio. Fagtalk.com. It's on there. Craig, take your costume on.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Craig, you gotta try your costume on. Craig, we doing I tell you, Craig, so. But anyway, I like that we're here because these are definitely teachable moments.
Yeah.
And
that's why I always like when we do talk about this kind of stuff too. I know you guys always want us to talk about what's going on in pop culture, but I think it's always important to talk about this kind of stuff too. Because we gotta have teachable moments. Because there are a lot of straight people that watch, and I think that they do learn from it. And even those of you queer people who are younger than us, I like to think that we're helping you figure things out that we had. Well, we're helping to teach you things that we had to figure out as we were coming along. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't, kind of like you were saying about you reach back for the Santanas and the young queer celebrities. I kind of see us doing that with the young gays that come behind us. Because we had to figure it out. We didn't really have somebody that we can ask questions to, and you know what I mean? So I think that it's always important to have moments like this.
But I hear somebody say, well, Maddie, don't you think that some trans women do too much? Well, explain too much. I'd like for you to explain too much. Because I'm going to say this. None of us are perfect, right? But usually, 9 out of 10, I can put a scenario, 9 out of 10 of us are reactionary. Hello? 9 out of 10 of us are reactionary. Hello? I'm with you. 9 out of 10 of us are reactionary. So this means if we post a picture of ourselves somewhere and then there's 10,000 black women under that picture screaming, "You're a man, you'll never be me, you're this and the other," and then the trans woman comes and say, "Bitch, you ugly." Who started it? I've been seeing these girls all over the internet doing these think pieces about me and Miss Just. And a lot of you women skipped the part where the lady jumped out the window first. And I've been reactionary. I watched a lot of think pieces saying, "Oh, shit, this dude needs to da 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 da." And I'm like, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't just get up and go on a tangent about this person. I didn't just do that. So what are we talking about here? I want to give you a challenge. I'd like for you to challenge yourself to go see under any photograph or any video about a trans woman on a blog, on a site that's outside of mine. Because when I post mine, the trick goes through, block y'all, delete y'all or whatever. And I want y'all to see, okay, how many women, black ones in particular, get up under there wearing the girls out just out of nothing.
Right.
Just for nothing.
It goes back, I'm not going to say it, but it goes back to what you were saying to me about the teaser for the Miss Pat thing. She had those feelings for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want y'all to do that. And then I want you to go under I want you to go under beautiful women's pictures and see how many trans girls or how many TS girls are under there saying, "Yes, ma'am, bitch, you a thick thing. You are gorgeous." It's not the same.
Yeah. What? What you got?
Not the statistics are not the same. It's not the same. You put a picture of me or any other trans girl on you take that, put that on your Facebook. Take that or put it and let a blog pick it up and watch how many women, black women in particular, get up under there and wear the girls out. Man, dude, man, you'll never, bitch, I got a real kid. It'll be a list. It's not valid, correct, JoJo? You'll see the entire list. I challenge you to do that. I challenge you to see that. I challenge you to look at it with your eyes.
They're triggered.
And then you take a beautiful black woman and you see how many times under that picture, if a trans woman finds her gorgeous or attractive, how much we under there saying, "Yes, ma'am, mama, work it out. Work, bitch, you are sickening." Yes. Do it for yourself. And then come back and ask who's doing too much. Then come back and say, "Well, them trainers just don't like." I watched a woman say, "Just because it's because you're wearing women's clothing is a disrespect to me."
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And I was like, wow. Hey, listen. Yes, you have to listen to this. You do, because we're having a conversation. I see you said, "I need Maddie to understand." Hold on, let me put you up here, lovely. I see you saying, "I need Maddie to understand that those women are not her audience. 9 times out of 10, algorithms are weird, so we have to listen to this." And we all, yes, you do. You do. You do. Because lots of times you think that this is not happening. It's not happening. Oh, I don't believe it's not happening. Or because I don't receive it, it's not happening. Just like that conversation about dark-skinned women not being the ones that should be with the transphobia, because usually they're first in line to be misgender.
Yeah.
They're first in line. They're like first in line right after us. Then they're first in line to be a victim of it. All the black people up under there took that as an attack.
Yeah.
All the dark skinned girls took that as an
But I would be curious to know. Like, we probably should try to do like a poll some way somehow. I'd be curious to know, like, if because remember I said to you, you were saying that I always get black women, and I'm like, because you're a black person, but I'm more than willing to bet, like a Kara Cunningham, she's a white trans woman. Mm-hmm. I'm sure she has white women. Now I can't say if she got as many white women as you do have black women doing this, but I'm sure that a white trans person would also have white people doing that under their comments as well. I don't know if they're as triggered as some black women are. I don't know, but I just think that sometimes it's because you look like me, so I'm gonna attack you. Because I don't know how many black women are over under a white trans woman's page doing all of that. I mean, it doesn't mean they don't feel that way, but they don't care about a white trans woman, so to speak.
Yeah. Well, I love Carol, but it's unfortunate that she voted for Trump. It's unfortunate for her.
Has she turned the corner from that yet?
I mean, she unfollowed me, so
I unfollowed her. When I saw that she was talking about Trump and yes, we won, and oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, you were a trans girl.
Yeah.
That's still pretty bricky, and you live in Tennessee in one of them back cities, back towns, and I'm not even funny when I say this. You're not even passable, and you live in one of them hit towns. And you voted for Trump?
Well, I mean, she's got an
racial feminization.
Now she has the FFS.
Well, this was then. She wasn't passable.
Oh.
I'm going to look on her page and see if she's passable, because I don't care what she's had.
Yeah, Carol.
Yes. But I don't understand that. Like the gays for Trump. What's her name?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yes, pussy.
She still looks freaky to me.
That bitch pussy though.
You think?
Yeah.
In what way?
She white bitch.
What makes her pussy? That's filter.
Okay, well let's go. Let's see.
Oh, that's Halloween.
Yeah, she look like white cut to me.
No. Is that her?
She look like white cut to me, bitch.
Let's scrub in. Oh, it ain't? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm telling you, she out there with them hillbillies.
But they not really clocking her.
Oh, they are.
They not.
You think they not?
Murder. I'm finna say something that's finna sound really bad.
What?
You looked at a lot of those girls on that pop that balloon.
Yeah.
It ain't hard to look like them. You look at a lot of girls in real life, it ain't hard to look like them. That's not a difficult task.
Mm. Did you want me to tell myself?
I do. It's not hard to look like them. Craig.
Yeah.
You look at these people in real time, it's not hard. It's not hard to look like them. It's not hard to be built like them. You see countless ones that done been in my motherfucking comment section that when we open it up, it's either they built like this, they built like this, they definitely built like this. They definitely built like this. See that towel out there in the ocean? They definitely built exactly like this. Exactly. I can pull up a few pictures of them hoes that be reading me that's built exactly like this. It's not hard. Stop this.
I'm talking about this white.
Oh, and bitch, you talking about them? Have you seen? Marjorie's green?
Oh, she's awful.
How much different that look? How much different that Marjorie?
You know, I told him, Hands-On really does offer the best service in town. And here's the proof. Okay, we got two teams. Split up and hit your objectives. I'm setting up a healthy atmosphere of competitiveness. Here's that. Doc team, Rishkovsky's car is part of a shipment headed out to the Pacific any day now. These guys are professional thieves with money at stake, so don't expect to walk in Mirror Park. Looks like you're almost at the cargo ship. Get on board, climb the stack, and access the container with the car in it. Then bring the car to my people and we'll get it out of the country. The car's a late 50s Lampadati Casco. Rishkovsky says it's a classic. I call it leverage. You're going to think it's a pain in the ass. Look out for their people on the ship. You don't want to start a fight with them until you have to. The car's in a locked container at the top of the stack. You'll need to climb up to it and shoot open the lock. Top of the stack. Climb up there and get the car. You got it. Once you're sure they're not following, bring it in. Okay, now bring the car to my driver. Should be obvious, but we need this car in good shape to give to Rishkovsky. It's meant to be priceless, and our man's imminent place on the FIB most wanted list is going to make him ineligible to make insurance claims. You understand? Look after it. Okay, looks like they're sending people after the Casco. You need to drop these guys before you bring the car back. Drop as in ice them, or drop as in lose them. I don't mind. I hope you're looking after his car. There's only so much damage we can blame on the export crew. Bloodstains, bullet holes, burn marks, they'll go under general wear and tear. Anything freaky's gonna be a problem.
See, this is the way to go. Like, you just dip out. Hey, what's going on? Oh shit, I didn't see that. Damn.
Where are you at with that car? I was worried about it taking damage. Now I'm worried about how many miles it'll have on the clock.
Thank
I'll
God.
force
He
my
didn't come with
driver and
me.
follow it quick.
Cause he wasn't
One
shooting
day
and
you'll
shit.
be
You
on
don't have
the
time for
defense,
that.
have
At
some
all.
research projects, bring that knowledge into the boardroom, and be able to afford a car like this yourself. Until that day comes, don't think about driving around like you own it, okay? Pronto, people.
Well, hello. What's going on? What are you doing? Hmm. That would be so awkward.
You almost there? My driver's been mainlining junk energy drinks and downloading soft rock classics for a 40-hour drive to Central America. And she'd really appreciate it if you hurried up and sent her on her way.
Hey! Out! I'm taking over.
That bitch said, get the out, bitch. Now.
Well done. She's on the road. But now you gotta wait until the other teams deliver the schedule. Let's just hope they do it. Because it's back to the start, do not pass go if they don't.
I really don't understand why he felt the need to follow me. I really don't. That sounds like that's very much me. I'll just do it myself.
Looking good, boss. Stay safe, boss. What you carrying later? Got pretty much everything in here. Yeah, I wasn't that close with Frank when we was coming up, but I knew him a little. Always had respect for the dude. I mean, man, we went our separate ways for real, and now here we are. That'll light him up. Stay strapped. Sweet car bullet. I have one just like it.
Hell no. I ain't that ugly. You could say hi. Hi, Chugi. Well, hello. I mind if I call you Allie? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I didn't think you were ugly. How do you say your name? I don't know how to say it. I don't do last minute Halloween stuff. Should have bought something today. Oh well, what can you do? Let me just do like something ninja related.
Hey, what can I get you?
Let me see what anything actually is.
If you saw where we were from, you know how far Franklin made it. Me too, shit. Just a different route. Now, Chomper's Prime, scary ass shit. Even when
The
I
fuck
saw his
is it
ass
called?
coming down the
What?
block, I was straighten up. Hey, you ever wonder what Amani would look like if she wasn't into all that hard ass goth shit?
Well, obviously by car, bitch. Damn, so I gotta go all the way. Damn, it's not the end of the world, but damn.
So what you looking for? Keep your eyes open. Hey, bitch, what's your problem?
Hey, I'm from the Midwest. I'll whoop your ass. I didn't
Nah,
mean anything.
never mess with
Really.
me.
The analogy of losing all these jobs to AI is very much the narrative when television emerged saying it's going to kill radio. Never happened. This is just a tool. It's a technology tool. Um, there's a lot of claims and hype about what it's going to do, but we're only in the first inning of it. And frankly, when I look and I drill down, there's many applications that make a lot of sense for AI.
That phone ain't your friend.
So,
Well, I know it's not, but like, I gotta think about what I can do for Halloween that's like ninja related.
my screen look.
Well, where are you from? Like Chugi. like Chugi.
Craig, can we get a picture of Marjorie Green?
Not Marjorie Green. I'm done.
I mean,
No, she was bad. And that other white lady, who's young and she had all that surgery, I can't even think of her name. It's, we gotta do this one, gotta go. I gotta go home.
hold on. So somebody got offended because I said it's not hard. Hold on.
Huh?
Somebody got offended because I said it's hard. No, wait a minute. Hold on. Thank you, baby. Wait a minute.
I'm so
Wait.
confused.
And they're not really known for their love of sports bikes, I know, but the Los
Oh, this is the
Angeles
one you get
Lakers
for
have the
free.
ones you're after at their East LS clubhouse.
Excuse me. I forgot my chapstick.
Now, you almost there? Maybe you're after the sports bikes, not the trailers.
Mm.
The choppers won't be fast enough to get you away from the cops. And if they were, they wouldn't be able to turn a corner. These bikes use a kinetic
Your
energy
inner self.
recovery system. They store the energy you
If you
use
can
braking to
finish it,
accelerate
you
later
got to
on,
work on
which will prime
your
the
inner
cops and
self.
save the environment while you're at it. Okay, as always, don't let them know you're breaking in until you want them to know you're breaking in.
Amari said Craig says he used to be just named in the comments.
Bitch.
warned, and all the dire warnings were.
It's a great one. Glad to have you here, and I cannot wait to hear this interview in full with Buttigieg, who hasn't thought about it. Okay, looking forward to your show.
Well, he at least said that he has thought about it, which I appreciate, at least being honest there. Ellen. a sigh of relief, a sigh of relief. 30 inches of rain, almost a meter's worth, over just a couple of days. Hundreds of thousands of people losing power after the storm made landfall Tuesday afternoon. Jamaica's top officials have given an early assessment of the damage.
Jamaica's gone through what I can call one of its worst periods. Severely compromised. St. Elizabeth is the breadbasket of the country, and that has taken a beating. The entire Jamaica has fed the brunt of militia to ensure that whenever we're getting in supplies coming into the country, and we know that we will have a lot of commitment coming from overseas, we will have enough hands on board.
Own a vacation rental? If it's not listed on Booking.com, it's invisible to millions of travelers on our platform. Don't let your vacation rental be invisible. Get seen, get booked. On Booking.com, Booking.yeah.
Amari said Craig's face when he sees his name in the comments. You want to do the one gotta go? Oh, you don't go. Oh, you don't want to do it? Oh, we do. Oh, shit. Yeah. All right, well, thank you all for watching the show today. Are we coming back this week? Miss Thing, I'm watching my face and set online with y'all. What are you talking about? Watching my book and set online with y'all. I've got my hair braided on that. What the fuck are you talking about? You first gonna be on all the time? I'm this. There's a lot of you bitches that are black that be reading the girls' news who are almost there. You're after the sports spikes. That be reading the girls' news. Choppers would be fast enough to get you away from the cops. If they were, they wouldn't and reading the girls. Spikes use a kinetic energy recovery system. If you can hear the things that men say about you later on, to burn the cops and save the environment to while you're at it. You can read us. Don't let them know you're breaking in. They want them to know you're breaking in. Can you hear the things that they say? You bitches be cocky. Yeah. It's okay. Well, we're going to lead out on the well, I don't have to. Next time it's how we talk to. It's so many BBS out here, bro. The BBS get y'all fly. The BBS. Well, what about this? We need all four for the job. These chicks are running here. When you've got them, stash them in the alley for the job. He said you're being fly. When you try to do what everybody's very on, bro. Holy hell! Sounds like the lost are mobilizing their troops. A red light is no good to us, people. And those stay out in front of them. They thought that they were French. Yeah. Anyway,
We have a meeting that we have to do. Love you. Hey, the difference between me, Portia, I tell you from the new MTS. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta prove y'all team. Y'all got to put y'all things down to prove that you're not. But from the top of the show, they know that you're training, bitch. So stop it. We're not doing no comparing and contrasting. You girls that get clocked. Those niggas be, you got to pull that motherfucking monkey out because those hoes say those niggas be thinking that you bitches are goddamn trainees too. Stop it. Stop it. I talk about me being a trainee. You girls not offending me with that. It be you girls that be over there reading the trainees, girl, and you be.
See ya. Greetings.
Okay. So, are you ready? This should be pretty easy. I've kept it simple since you all seem pretty simple. In a good way. In a good way. In a good, straight ahead, low IQ kind of. Oh, no, let's do. Stop it. Stop it. It's the new meds. Okay, armed robbery, here we go. Whew. Here it is. Keep it simple. You go in heavy, you go in well armed. Some of you will do crowd control. The vault team will go downstairs, blow the first vault door with the thermal charges. Then use the card to get into the network and open the second vault door. And then look out, because you'll have about 2 minutes before every cop in town is waiting for you outside the bank. So you move fast. You get on the bikes, you split, and then we meet at the rendezvous point, okay? Good luck, people. Nothing can go wrong. It's all good. I'm all good.
Right on the edge of glory of being called sister. Cut it out. That's why a lot of them niggas trying to fuck y'all on the first date, bitch, because they think that you are a nigga. Bitch, some of you clocking bitches. They be thinking you bitches a nigga. I don't give a fuck who get mad at me about that shit, bitch. Stop this. Cut this out. You can't get mad at that shit when a motherfucking tranny up here telling you, girl, we don't got no pressure, but girl, don't act like it's hard. Don't act like it's so difficult, bitch. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, here we go. The one we've all been waiting for.
You ready?
All right, put your masks
All
on
right,
when
so
you
we
get
got
ready.
here at the end of the show.
You're on.
Have an amazing night. See you guys soon.
Shout at them. Shoot
Are we coming back this week?
Yes, we are.
All right, well, we'll see you in a couple days.
Yes, we shall.
Chicago, get your tickets.
It shows you that for a lot of people in this building, this is sort of a game. You know, it's like, oh, who's ahead, who's behind, as if it's a horse race. It's not a horse race. 22 million people are up to this on stage. They've got things to do. So listen, this is Congress's fault, not his fault. This is Congress's fault. So when it comes to SNAP, the only solution.
Well, we've got a live picture to show you from Capitol Hill where they are not doing anything right now in terms of Congress. They're not appropriating the money on that issue of SNAP. California Governor Gavin Newsom announced today that he is suing the federal government because of the SNAP issue. The Senate Majority Leader, John Thune, is defending the White House's refusal to dip into a $5 billion emergency fund to cover federal food aid costs beyond this week. Vice President some lawmakers want to vote for a specific federal workers license in their jobs. But Thune says
Keep that in mind. The gates you're going through are a special alloy. The thermal charges you got from the
to make it seem, more politically cultivated, that's just a wrong way to do it. There's just a simple way to do it. Just to pick up the bill on the desk of the Senate and give us 5 million that vote to pass it. Meanwhile, Democrats are refusing to make a deal without a new health care, and they're pointing their finger right back to Congress. We want to reopen the government. Republicans in the House have been on vacation now for 5 consecutive weeks. We get the vote from if we reach an agreement, they wouldn't even be here.
Kind of lonely there in Washington right now. You're one of the few Republicans saying, Speaker Johnson, let's get in session. Is the Speaker speaking to you? What do you say?
A little, although less so. More and more people have been coming back. I have spoken with the Speaker, and yet I remain mystified by this decision to literally just cancel over a month now of session days for the House of Representatives. This is the 5th week where we were supposed to be here, and yet we're not actually in session. And so, for example, I'm the chair of a subcommittee on K-12 education, and the hearings I was supposed to have over the last several weeks, they've been canceled. That's true of every single committee and subcommittee in Congress. It's true of all kinds of legislative priorities that we could have been advancing and aren't. And so I am very much against the government shutdown. I voted against that. I voted to keep the government open. I did that during the Biden administration as well as the Trump administration, and it's having terrible consequences for the American people. But the decision to shut down the House of Representatives, that's been made independently, and I think is actually potentially impeding our ability to get this shutdown over with.
So what does the Speaker say to you when you say, come on, man, let's go?
Well, he hasn't had any explanation that really makes sense to me, and ultimately, the statements he's made publicly seem to sort of just fall back on we need to get the shutdown. The government shutdown over with, which I absolutely agree with. When you have, millions of people losing food assistance, when you have government workers who are furloughed or missing paychecks, figuring out how they're going to make ends meet, it's an absolutely awful situation. I personally wish the Senate would just pass the short-term funding bill that we passed in the House, but it's been almost a month. They've been unwilling to do that. And sometimes in politics, you have to actually work with people who have a different position than you in order to find the common ground that's in the interest of the country. And that's very difficult for us to do when the House of Representatives has been out of session now for a month.
Yeah, I mean, you literally can't do that. There's no session. So a Democratic source I talked to thought that the moment when we're finally going to bring things together is going to be early November, when average people start receiving letters in the mail showing their health premiums going up. That's what happens when these Obamacare subsidies goes away, and that might change the political calculus. Do you agree with that? Or is there some other moment you think that brings both sides together?
Well, I think there's probably a lot of moments even before then, and the healthcare issue is not directly related to the shutdown. So, the cascading consequences of the shutdown itself that we were just talking about, the people who are losing SNAP benefits, critical services no longer being available, national parks and museums being shut down, folks being furloughed, those are all a direct result of the government not being funded and the government being shut down. This issue related to the Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act, I'm extremely concerned about that as well. I do not want to see large numbers of Californians paying a lot more for health care very soon. So that's the issue that's been raised by Senator Schumer, that he'd like to see some sort of deal on that as, a pathway out of the government shutdown. And my view as a senator is that there is going to need to be a deal on the ACA subsidies issue. There are a number of people on my side of the aisle as well as the other side who are extremely concerned about this situation. So if there's going to need to be a deal now, and then, why not start talking about it now if it could provide a potential pathway towards ending the shutdown? I don't know why we shouldn't have leave before that long.
So your take is that the Obamacare subsidies issue is a real issue and that there needs to be some sort of deal on that. You're ready to deal. Where does that deal look like?
Yeah, there's a few sort of parameters. There's a lot of ways to go. Like there's a question of is it going to be a long-term extension or is it going to be a short-term extension that gives us time to find a better long-term solution? Are we going to have things like minimum nominal premium payments in order to weed out fraud in the system? Are we going to have cost control measures like income tax? I think that's all going to be part of the negotiation, but we're going to need to establish some sort of deal. Doing nothing is not an option here, and I know that there's a lot of people, there's enough interest on both sides of the aisle that I think a deal will happen.
Well, in our next hour, we'll have more of that conversation with Congressman Kevin Kiley on the issue of congressional redistricting. But up next, a live debate on that issue and more. You see our panel standing by there live. Brian Tyler Cohen on the left, Jessica Milan Patterson on the right, both in Dodger blue. Will they at least agree on that? Stay with us.
Stay tuned to get this 14-piece complete knife set of $40 value free.
Cooking rice just isn't nice. No matter how hard you try, it always comes out stuck on the dry. Until now. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robots. The 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. It's the easiest way to make enough delicious rice every time. 1 add the white cup of rice. 2 add the blue cup of water. 3 cook it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it. White, brown, jasmine, gila, basmati, even sushi rice. All cooked just right. The secret is the technology. The surround rice control heat. Even cooking. Rice Robot senses when it's done. Stops. Keeps it ready to serve. Rice Robot so far it won't burn, overcook or undercook. Guaranteed. Watch this. Add rice, water, olive oil, salt, 1 large tomato in the center. Like it, cook it, and out comes an amazing Mediterranean rice dish that's just bursting with flavor. And rice is just the beginning. Big mac and cheese, frittatas, oatmeal, soups and stews, even ramen dishes. For a healthier choice, make quinoa, couscous, or cauliflower rice. Throw in turkey, rice, vegetables, potatoes, broth, and bring your leftovers back to life. Rice Robot is perfect for apartments, dorm rooms, and RVs. And with a ceramic ultra non-stick interior, clean-up's a breeze.
Call or go online now and get the complete Rice Robot cooking system with the steamer tray and 1, 2, 3 recipe guide. Or with the special heating discount price of just $39.99. It comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee. But wait, there's more. We'll give you 14 razor-sharp knives. That's a kitchen full of knives of $40 value, absolutely free. We'll even ship your entire order free. Order now. To order, call 1-800-918-7289 or go to MyRiceRobot.com. So call 1-800-918-7289 or visit MyRiceRobot.com today.
Inside Africa, see a continent in transformation as trailblazers evolve culture, technology, and industry across Africa and beyond. Elite cyclists meet new terrain as Rwanda hosts the UCI World Championship for the first time.
To win this event in the African continent was a dream, but it was also something to witness the passions of Africa.
Inside Africa on CNN in association with Zenith Bank. Live from London, Global Perspectives.
Join me here in London this November and let's explore how Africa is shaping the future of global business, innovation, and leadership.
Global Perspectives on Africa, November 3rd.
If you can keep your head when markets all around you are losing and you can't see a way through, if you can trade and not make money your master, meeting triumph and disaster in equal measure, if you can run with the ball and not be afraid of the bears, for when we come together, we will make sense of it all, and what is more, we will be profitable. So you are indeed watching Questions business.
He's really patched in the chair of the Union Depository, and they're all out to tear the ass out of the chief of police. Cops on the street will be highly motivated to bring you down, but you don't need to worry about that. Just get to Raton Canyon.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all Silverado 1500 models. See you in Super Chevy dealers.
Man, you in my world now.
And?
Let's go to work.
Yeah, transaction. Well, legal my home, they don't get better. No, what I'm told, I'm gonna let something. Yeah, we can speak this.
I'm Christiana Montour in London. And this is CNN.
These guys are not screwing around. They're ruthless. They're trying to rig the election before one vote is passed. What's the alternative to Trump?
If I would be a Democrat, I would say outperform Trump. You don't out-cheat Trump.
So that's California's current and former governor, both talking to us here on The Story Is. Very different views on California's Prop 50. The proposition now before voters will redraw California's congressional map from Democrats and temporarily get rid of the state's redistricting commission. That comes after Texas lawmakers redo their districts to help Republicans. Let's bring our panel debate that and more. Brian Tyler Cohen is host of the podcast No Lie with Brian Tyler Cohen. He's helped to raise $1 million over Prop 50 in an online event with Governor Newsom yesterday. And Jessica Milan Patterson is the current chair of the No on 50 campaign. She's the previous chair of the California Republican Party. Jessica, Brian, welcome. Good to have both of you here. Last night, Governor Newsom had a whole lot of time to talk. So Jessica, let's start with you. Why no on Prop 50?
Well, fair masks are at the cornerstone of making sure that we have accountable elected officials. When politicians are drawing their own maps, voters listen. Right now, we have to make a decision. Are we going to protect that fairness, or are we going to protect political power and privilege? And that's what the consensus is on November 4th.
That was the saying, Brian. That's a great message. That Donald Trump and Texas people on their maps, and that's exactly what it is. What's happening in California right now is not happening in back in Donald Trump clarity on cause for his leaders of the Republican Party. And since then, we've got these people on maps in Texas, in North Carolina, Missouri, and now we have Republican officials going into Indiana, Ohio, Florida, Kansas, the exact same thing. So again, this is a response to a movement from Republicans not happening in that. And so what's your response to that?
Well, let's be clear. What's happening in Texas is very different than what's happening here in California. Texas is required to redraw their lines to stabilize violations of the Voting Rights Act and the 14th Amendment. We have this redistricting commission here in California who take that very seriously. And that's why in both Sacramento and Washington, D.C., some of the most diverse delegations. We have communities of interest and minority communities that are represented, and their voices are heard so well in both of those places because of the citizens redistricting.
But Jessica, President Trump literally put out a post saying that he felt like he was entitled to 5 more seats, and then we end up with maps that clearly advantage Republicans in Texas. I mean, that's not just a coincidence, is it?
I'm sure it's not, but what's here is just because it's happening somewhere else doesn't mean that it's okay that it's happening here. California has a great history of these political reforms, going all the way back to the statewide ballot initiative. California voters have been clear on this. They want that power to be with the people, not with politicians.
The polls right now seem to indicate something else.
Correct. I think if you look at all the polling right now, it would indicate the polar opposite of what you're saying. And the reality is that you're right, it is different. Because in Texas, it happened by a bunch of Republican lawmakers and state legislators who decided to go in and redraw the state's map. They didn't bring it to the people, whereas in California, we're doing this democratically and bringing it to the people. And again, so far the polls are showing that overwhelmingly voters approve of this. And they recognize, by the way, that this is not an issue that's happening just on a state-by-state basis, that this is an issue of protecting democracy across the country. Republicans are trying to entrench a permanent majority in the House. They're trying to do it in Texas, they're trying to do it in Missouri, again, North Carolina, Kansas, Ohio, Florida, and so they recognize that this is a scheme being perpetuated by Trump and by Republican leadership to give themselves permanent majorities in that. That's good.
The role of drawing those district lines lies with the state legislature in Texas. It does not lie with California legislature. We have been very clear. It's the Citizens Redistricting Commission that draws those lines because the power belongs to the people. In Texas, they are not violating their constitution by redrawing lines. We are here.
Well, we're not, because we're literally bringing it to the people. And so the people are going to have the opportunity to amend their state constitution. That's why we have constitutions. They are imperfect. They are imperfect documents. They're constantly amended. Now the people are going to be able to have a say in doing exactly that.
Jessica, do you support independent redistricting for every state, like a national bill that would do that?
I think redistricting by an independent commission allows it to be decided by the people. It allows politicians to be more accountable to the people that they are serving. And I think it also puts us in a position where we have more competitive races.
So is that a yes,
yes
nationwide? And you support something similar?
Absolutely. And in fact, I supported it when the Democrats put exactly that forward with the People Act in 2021. And do you remember how many Republicans voted for that bill? It was 0. Not a single Republican voted for independent.
What is wrong with this individual?
Than the fact that other world leaders know that this guy needs to be handed a crown to feel special. I mean, my God, let me just say, thank God we don't have an emotional woman in charge of this country, because could you imagine the impulsiveness and the need for...
And we're thinking about having the client sign a waiver. You can see we've got all these body sprays, shower head, personal shower, more body sprays, rain heads, and a rain pick. All this together puts about 38 gallons per minute of water out. So our thought is we're going to have the client sign a waiver just so that if they drown, what do you think? So I'm here on the Foxfire build in the master shower.
Your thoughts?
The president is very clearly taking on what he's done in his personal world and business world of being a deal maker, making sure that these alliances are strengthened after 4 years of an abysmal role on the national stage with the Biden-Harris administration.
Coming up next, we're going to stick around, and we have an interesting discussion about where do Democrats go from here. The approach that Governor Newsom is offering is very different than the one Pete Buttigieg is offering. We talked to both of them in recent days. We'll talk about what's the better way forward. Stay with us. More of our panel after this.
How's it going, everybody? How are you doing? Good, good. My name is Ronnie Neville, and this is the Chopzilla. With all your chopping, your dicing, and your slicing, Grandma's got arthritis. She can't be doing that. Let me show you with a bit of an onion. Now, with an onion, pop them in there like so. Give me a bit of a tap. Roll them around, seriously. Do you remember the last time you diced an onion? No more tears, only tears of joy. If you want to do your stews, your soups, now I'm going to do this quick for you. Watch, look. But guys, you get the idea. It's nice, fast, gets the job done. No messing around. Roll them around. Watch, look. Lift them up. How good is that? So if you've ever done a fruit salad, the juice goes all over the chopping board. Watch this. Pop a bit of an apple in there. Give it a little bit of a push. Down he goes. It's strawberries. Roll them around. Add a bit of cream to that. How good is that? Watch this. Nice. That's your cheese. Now, guys, I might make it look easy, but look, I want you to have a go. I'll pop a zucchini in here. Just give me a bit of a tap. Have a bit of a go. 2 hands like this. Give me a bit of a push. Is that easy? I'm also going to give you the grater attachment as well for your zucchinis, your carrots. Is that impressive or what?
You get the Chopzilla with the regular dicer, the fine dicer, and the grater attachment, all 3 for just $29.99. But wait, to make this the best offer on TV, here's Ronnie with even more.
I'm going to include a slicer attachment as well. Now, this is everybody's favorite. With your potatoes, sometimes they have a wobbly bottom. They'll wobble around. It just sits on the top like so. Give me a little bit of a push. Nice and gentle, guys.
You get it all 3 blades, plus the free mandolin blade.
Quick guy, you can fill out the rest of the space.
Everyone loves pink carpets. Wow, look the lighting in here.
I know, incandescent lighting. Everyone's going for this energized office feel. These new plastic covers.
Wow, I love the white countertops.
It'll last forever.
I really like the cabinets, but I think I'd end up painting over them.
That's a great idea.
Oh my god, is that popcorn in the ceiling?
I know. You got the popcorn guy? You can do all the walls too.
Ooh, stained glass kind of makes me feel like I'm in my grandma's church.
Yeah, you're right. In the future, no one's going to want stained glass. You got a drywall guy? Cover it right up.
So, how much does this place cost?
$19.
I don't know, something about this space, it feels too open.
Don't worry. Wall right down the middle. Great bathroom, pink countertops. Now imagine pink carpet. The hell is that thing? Fully updated kitchen. Even has one of the new sprays. Walk-in closet. Tons of space for storage.
Oh, I could put my Pokemon collection in here.
Pokemon cards. Those are going to be worthless. Put your Beanie Babies in here. So you want to make an offer on this house?
I don't know, I feel like buying a house in the 90s is kind of a bad investment.
You're right. You should open a Blockbuster.
4 blades, all for just $29.99. And we'll even ship it to you fast and free.
Don't miss out. Don't miss out.
Call 1-800-979-3173 or go to buychopzilla.com. So call 1-800-979-3173 or go to buychopzilla.com. Call now.
Attention! Star Shower Christmas lights are a viral sensation and sell out every year. Stay tuned to get yours before they're gone. Hanging lights is hard work and takes too much time. There's the untangling, unsafe ladders, and the freezing cold. Introducing Star Shower Ultra 9 Laser Light Show, the fast, easy way to decorate in seconds and bring the wonder and magic of the holidays to your home. There's now 9 different decorative light patterns for you to choose from. You can select between twinkling stillness, moving stars, or blinking. Let's get in tight. I've got it on motion. It's like we're in the middle of a 3D light field. But look at this, folks. Look at the coverage. You've got thousands of star shower lights hitting the entire side of the house. It covers up to 3,200 square feet. With Star Shower, you can have lights way up high on the house where it's impossible to hang them, and even decorate shrubbery and trees. It's weather resistant and can withstand freezing temperatures. Just one string of lights can cost you up to $40, and that doesn't light up your house. Ultra 9 costs pennies to operate.
This is amazing. I love it. We're going to have some best house on the block. I want to have them every year. It's magical.
Call or go online to order Star Shower Ultra 9 for just $39.99. But wait, order now and get an instant $10 discount, so it's only $29.99. Now that's an amazing value. You can have our cold, hard guarantee that Star Shower will work in any conditions or your money back. And find out how you can get the Star Shower remote. Forget going out in the cold to change your Star Shower pattern or color. Now just press a button from inside your cozy, warm home. Breaking news, Star Shower sells out every single year, so there's a strict limit of 3 per order. This year's supplies are limited, so call or click now.
Call 1-800-273-6104 or visit ultra9.com. So call 1-800-273-6104 or visit ultra9.com. Order now.
Live from London, Global Perspectives, a new CNN event series on the front lines of global transformation. Big ideas, bold leadership, dynamic economics. Our journalists meet with government leaders, top CEOs, and cultural figures to explore the forces shaping the next century and how Africa is leading the way.
The opportunities are significant for
No.
We need some Global Perspectives on Africa, November 3rd.
This is CNN.
Hey, just down to what's actually happening in people's lives. You think the Democratic Party has been weak? How so? In every respect, I think weak and meek. So that's Pete Buttigieg, the former U.S. Transportation Secretary, and California Governor Gavin Newsom, both of them seen as leading presidential candidates for 28, but both of them have very different communication approaches right now.
Our panel's back to analyze that and more. Brian Tyler Cohen, host of the No Lie podcast, and Jessica Milan Patterson, current chair of the No on 50 campaign, former chair of the California Republican Party. So, guys, they both.
You see that in that house. All right, guys, so something I skipped over is when I initially came down the steps, I saw here's the spiral staircase right here. I initially came down that and went that way. What's this? Oh, it's a changing room. Check that out. They have changing rooms here. And look, you can see under the water with that as well. Dude, what? This is so insane. It's another changing room. Why is there so many changing rooms?
See how to communicate differently. Governor Newsom doing all this Trump trolling, very aggressive, in your face, mocking Trump. Pete Buttigieg says, that's not my style, nothing wrong with Governor Newsom doing that. That's his style. It's not my style. I want to get away from the memes. What do you think is the better approach?
I don't know that it's necessarily a question of a better approach. I mean, the beauty and the curse of the Democratic Party is that it's a Big Ten party. And so you're going to have folks in that party who want to see the more circumspect approach by Pete Buttigieg. And that's going to work for a lot of people who identify as Democrats. But then you have a big faction of the Democratic Party, too, who does, to Gavin Newsom's point, recognize the desperate need for there to be Democrats who are willing to fight, who are willing to throw a punch, who are willing to get out there in the arena. I think personally that's a little bit more where I'm at right now. I mean, I've been begging for Democrats to get aggressive in this space and not just continue to be the only party kind of yearning for compromise and bipartisanship while we see Republicans running off the cliff in the other direction. So I think that both work. I personally, lean a little bit more toward Gavin Newsom's approach, but in a Big Ten party, you need Big Ten approaches.
There's a new poll out of New Hampshire, which is kind of crazy to look at a poll right now, considering they haven't officially even started running. But it showed that Buttigieg right now is the leading contender. Interesting that Kamala Harris is at 11 after being the previous Democratic nominee. Jessica, of these two approaches, the sort of Buttigieg, let's be more moderate, talk about issues, or Newsom, let's be Trumpy and do a bunch of AI images, which one do you think is better for Republicans?
Well, I don't think it really matters. I think that you can slap on whatever brand, the same crappy product that a majority of Americans aren't buying. And that's why we saw
Yo, one night we should sneak Chop a huge ass T-bone. I'd love to see him rip that shit apart. Just like old times. Hey, you know I grew up a couple blocks over from Franklin. Ain't such a small world, though. When I heard about this job, I pulled every string I had. Yeah, I wasn't that close from Franklin when we was coming up, but I knew him a little. Always had respect for the dude. I mean, man, we went our separate ways for real, and now here we are. Yeah, I don't fuck with weed. Makes me anxious. But every time Lamar walks in smiling like that, I want to try it again.
the outcomes that we saw in the last election cycle.
Do you think it's a crappy product?
I mean, look, I think that if you are claiming that the Democratic brand is so damn...
Reports where it counts. That's the point.
Third publicly traded company to top $4 trillion in market value. That's trillion with a T. Fellow tech giants, Vidya, Microsoft both reached that milestone earlier this year. Apple shares have been surging lately with the new iPhone 17 selling better than previous models. A newly found Dr. Seuss book will be published next year. Sing the 50 United States as leaders learn and name all the cities, along with the Cat in the Hat and Two Little Cat manuscript was found earlier this year at UC San Diego's Geisel Library, named in honor of the real Dr. Seuss. There was full text and cover of sketch by the author, along with notes on the overall art direction. The book comes out next June. Perfect timing, just in time for America's 250th birthday. How cool is that? New work from Dr. Seuss. The next out of the story is starts right now. Cuba. Hurricane Melissa is set to make landfall. The story is in South Korea. President Donald Trump is meeting with their leader. We're live in Seoul. The story is in California. Congressman Kevin Kiley could lose his job if Proposition 50 passes. But like that.
If I fire with fire, the whole world goes.
The story is in Syria. For this report, and that traces the steps of her missing friend, the most Austin Tyson, makes a shocking discovery. And the story is in Los Angeles, the new reaction to the World Series game. And welcome to the story. And thanks for being with us, Ward. Cuba. Hurricane Melissa to make landfall. The story is in South Korea. President Donald Trump is meeting with their leader. We're live in Seoul. The story is in California. Congressman Kevin Kiley could lose his job if Proposition 50 passes. He's with us one-on-one to fight back.
When you fight fire with fire, the whole world goes.
The story is in Syria. Clarissa Ward of CNN traces the steps of her missing friend, journalist Austin Tyson, makes a shocking discovery. And the story is in Los Angeles, and a new reaction to World Series.
The story
And welcome to the story is. Thanks for being with us for night 2 of our new show. I'm Alex Michelson, and our top story is Hurricane Melissa was the strongest storm ever recorded in the Atlantic, which is now moving on to Cuba after making a, quote, catastrophic landfall in Jamaica. Have a look at the winds. Category 5 hurricane, the most powerful on record to smash into the island nation. Jamaican officials say the country's infrastructure has been severely compromised after the storm made landfall on Tuesday. It is now a Category 4 as it strengthens and approaches eastern Cuba. Look at some of these videos of flooding there. Landfall expected in Cuba within the next few hours. The U.S. National Hurricane Center is warning people to seek shelter immediately, with conditions expected to deteriorate rapidly. CNN's Patrick Ottman is in Santiago de Cuba, and he joins us now. Patrick, what's it like? What's happening right now?
Right now we're in a full lockdown, so our entire city of Santiago is about 500,000 people, and actually the entire eastern edge of the island of Cuba has no power. We're only able to transit from a generator from Havana, so it's a little surreal with these gusts of wind. The rain will pick up and come out like a fire hose. And you can imagine what Cubans are experiencing in their homes in the dark. It's been a very long night and a very long day. You'll pull the gun when the sun comes up. It's moving very slowly. So very hard out the storm, and it's going to cause a lot of damage at the next now.
What does it feel like to be outside right now? Describe the power of this storm.
It comes and goes, and that's how it always is with hurricanes. You kind of feel like maybe it's not going to be that bad, and then it picks up again. And for a couple hours, you couldn't even see behind me the solid rain. And the scary thing is, of course, they can lead to flooding. This is a very mountainous part of Cuba, and so if you are a Cuban who lives up in that kind of region, and with this breeze, it's a little bit isolated, to have this rain come in, that can lead to a mudslide, that can lead to roads will be washed out. It will really help getting to you. We're talking about 20 inches of rain, and that can be a lot for anyone to receive in one go. So that is perhaps the greatest danger here, along with, of course, the wind and the storm surge. It's just that people will get their homes washed out, and help will not be able to reach them for some time.
Yeah, and you wonder about the infrastructure. Is the infrastructure strong enough to withstand something like this? Patrick Austin, thank you so much for your reporting. Stay safe out there. Now to the latest stop on President Trump's Asia tour. He has been speaking to economic leaders at the APEC CEO Summit in South Korea, but also has meetings with other world leaders. Right now, he's scheduled to meet with the new president of South Korea, who sat down with CNN's Will Ripley last week. President Trump's final event is a high-stakes summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping on Thursday, meeting many hope to mark an end to the Trump administration's trade war with China. Speaking of Will Ripley, he joins us live right now in Seoul. You had a whole conversation with the president of South Korea about this meeting with President Trump. What did he tell you?
So, Alex, basically, he was very careful not to say anything that could be perceived as disrespectful to President Trump, even though here in South Korea, there's certainly been a lot of talk about some of the demand coming from the United States, including $350 billion investment fund that South Korea agreed to in principle. But President Trump wants cash up front, whereas here in South Korea, they say they have to look out some other way to invest $350 billion without just pumping cash directly into a fund that the president controls, because they say that amount of money, which is a significant percentage of their GDP, would actually plunge this country into a financial crisis. So there's plenty of serious business on the economic side for the two of them to sit down and try to sort out as they try to hammer out this trade deal. But before they get to that, we're expecting to see the South Korean president award President Trump with one of its highest honors. Not just its highest civilian honor, a medal known as the Grand Order of Muguva, but also with a gold crown, a gold-plated crown from the 5th and 6th centuries that was worn by the ancient Elah kings who ruled the region where President Trump spoke just a short time ago and where he is now meeting with the South Korean president. So he will be receiving, as a gift, a crown from the South Korean president, Alex, as they also prepare to sit down and have some potentially difficult conversations that likely won't be resolved while he's on the ground here for just one night in South Korea.
And of course, the timing of that is interesting. We just had the No Kings protest, 7 million people in the streets. President Trump put out AI-generated images of him wearing a crown, dumping poop on the heads of protesters, and so now he's literally getting a crown. Interesting timing there. Meanwhile, there's a lot going on behind you. Let's talk about some of the pomp and circumstance that we expect in the next few hours.
Right, yeah, this is actually the casing of the guard happening at the palace here in Seoul. President Trump's about 30 miles from here, but it's a fitting backdrop as we talked about all the pomp and circumstance happening down in the southern portion of South Korea, where President Trump will be meeting these business leaders, including Jensen Huang of Vidya, who is going to be speaking as well in the coming hours. And also, tomorrow morning, local time, the big event will be President Trump's scheduled meeting on the sideline of the APEC Economic Summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Now, obviously, the U.S. and China have announced that they are getting closer than ever to hammering out a trade deal. A big sticking point between the U.S. and China is rare earths that are crucial when you're talking about manufacturing semiconductors that power all of our tech. China basically controls all of the rare earths and the processing of them at this moment. So that's been the big issue that they're trying to sort out. President Trump being very careful in what he's saying publicly ahead of his meeting with President Xi, including being careful not to even bring up the contentious issue of democratically self-ruled Taiwan, even though he's getting a lot of questions about that. So it should be very interesting to see that meeting unfolding. Really a dramatic climax to President Trump's Asia trip happening right here in South Korea, Alex.
There are so many diplomatic landmines in that region of the world as things to avoid. Will Ripley, thank you for that. We appreciate it. If we have that crown presentation, we will go back there live. Meanwhile, we are now just a week away from polls opening. Well, polls are already open here in California. Folks are voting on Proposition 50. As this battle over redistricting intensifies, many voters are raising concerns about what they see as partisan gerrymandering from both sides. Earlier, I spoke to California Republican Congressman Kevin Kiley, who opposes Prop 50, but is proposing a different idea nationwide. The Democrats want to gerrymander California, which would potentially add 5 Democratic seats after Texas Republicans gerrymandered Texas to likely add 5 Republican seats there. So let's look at what the Democrats want to do. They want to get rid of the Independent Redistricting Commission here and put forward a new map. Here's a map of your congressional district right now. That's what it looks like as is. This is the new map of what it would look like instead. So it's a very different district that we're talking about. I know you and your wife already voted against it. You put a picture up of that. What's your main argument against it?
Yes, if you see my district there, the new one that they would institute is called the Elephant District because it kind of is shaped like an elephant with the trunk there in Sacramento. But my main argument against it is that gerrymandering is wrong. I oppose it wherever it occurs. I'm against it in Texas. I'm against it in every other state that's looking at doing that. And I'm against it in California. And so we as Californians, we can't do anything about what's happening in any other state, but we can reject gerrymandering in our own state. And the way to do that is by voting no on Proposition 50. And by the way, the gerrymandered map they're trying to adopt here in California, it's not just a gerrymandered map. It is literally, it's been called by Princeton University's Gerrymander Project, one of the 2 worst gerrymanders of the last 50 years. They gave it an F grade for fairness. And if you ask me, Alex, Californians deserve a lot better.
So, you know, the Democrats say, we don't like gerrymandering either, but we've got to fight fire with fire, and it's not fair for Texas to be able to get more representatives if they're going to gerrymander, so we've got to as well. We had Governor Newsom here on the set last night. Here's what he had to say.
Versus strength, and a challenge to Democratic Act. Also representing an assertion that we're back. The response to Governor Newsom.
Well, the problem is when you fight fire with fire, the whole world burns. So Governor Newsom is saying, well, Texas did this, and that's a bad gerrymander. The California versus the response, that's a good gerrymander. Well, the problem is now we have, North Carolina and Missouri that are looking at redistricting to help Republicans. Is that a good or a bad gerrymander? And then you also have, states like Illinois or Maryland or Virginia that are going to redistrict to help Democrats. Is that a good gerrymander or a bad gerrymander? Even Texas would tell you, oh, no, you were only doing it in response to New York and other states that have done that before. And so the inexorable logic is a consequence of this contorted logic gets this race to the bottom that degrades democracy everywhere. And so I think my position is much simpler. It's that gerrymandering is wrong wherever it occurs, and that's why we should reject it in California.
Well, and to be fair, you're like one of the only people with like an ideologically consistent position on this, right? And so you put forward legislation, you put this up on the screen, that would essentially say no gerrymanders anywhere. It would prohibit states from carrying out more than one congressional redistricting after decennial census and apportionment. It essentially means every 10 years you do the census, you draw the lines, and then you keep them that way. Texas obviously not doing that. This would make it where nobody can gerrymander. Why are you not getting more support for this?
Well, I think I do have a lot of support for it. I have members on both sides of the aisle.
Why isn't there?
And normal shopping.
You must want a black eye! Good!
It's like we're in the middle of a 3D life.
I mean, they're just so boring.
When the government goes rogue, you'll need one of them.
We did it, Joe. We did it.
Private, pristine, impeccable, renowned. A level of opulence you deserve. The Diamond Casino and Resort.
Oh well.
Just one more minute.
I know this place is abandoned, but don't attract too much attention. Unless you want to meet the Maze Bank security team early.
All right, y'all. I am going to be it. I will see y'all later. Make sure y'all brush y'all teeth before y'all go to bed. And have a good hump day. Hopefully you get some humping in. Lol, JK, JK, JK. But good night. Talk to y'all later. AKA later today.